talk with you guys about my favorite animal on the entire planet. Can you guess what it is? That's right, dolphins. Alrighty guys, dolphins have had a very special relationship with humans all throughout history. In Hawaii, dolphins were called Kanakanaya, which means people of the sea. In ancient Greek mythology, they were actually the messengers of Poseidon, and if a seafarer saw a dolphin on their journey, it just meant that they were going to end up arriving safely to their port. Even in Brazil, we had seen ancient tribes in Brazil actually hunt side by side with dolphins in a very symbiotic relationship. But there's one fun fact that actually brings us even closer to this species, and that is that dolphins actually have first names. So I know that that sounds kind of crazy. When you guys come out on our tour, you're not actually going to see a bunch of dolphins go, "Hey Fred, have you seen any fish over there?" They don't speak English, but they do have a very complicated form of language, and is actually made of clicks and whistles using their sonar. So it's very beautiful language. I'm gonna play a clip for you guys to hear it right here.
For example, an article in the National Geographic has shown that dolphins respond to recordings of their own whistles, suggesting they use names to communicate in the wild, a new study says. We already knew that bottlenose dolphins can follow recipes in preparing mollusks, they can help other species in distress, and possibly do math, so it may come as no surprise that the marine mammals also call each other by whistles that act as names. Past studies have shown that individual dolphins have a unique whistle called a signature whistle that they often use in one big group setting, like when several pods of dolphins meet at sea. The idea that dolphins have a name in the form of a whistle has been around since the 1960s, and studies of captive dolphins have shown that the animals are responsive to the whistles of dolphins that they know. But a new study takes the theory a step further by asserting that a dolphin will respond when it hears the sound of its own signature whistle, repeating the whistle back in a way that seems to say, "Yep, I'm here, did you call my name?" Explained by Whitney Friedman, a dolphin behavior expert at the University of California, San Diego. She says it's compelling evidence that a dolphin indeed uses the sound as a name, according to the study published July 22nd in the Proceeding of the National Academy of Sciences. The research was performed by a group of scientists off of a boat off of eastern Scotland who joined up with a group of wild dolphins. When one of the dolphins announced itself with its signature whistle, the equivalent of Joey for instance, the researchers recorded that sound. Later, the team played the same Joey call back to the dolphins, and a significant portion of the time the dolphin they called Joey responded with the same call, as if Joey was saying, "Yep, I'm here." The dolphins responded a little when the scientists played recordings of whistles of familiar dolphins from the same population, but they did not respond at all to unfamiliar dolphins from a different population. The finding shows that signature whistles aren't just noises dolphins produce, but also signals to which they respond. A fantastic contribution toward understanding how dolphins communicate, said Friedman, a National Geographic grantee who was not part of this new study.
And I know that some of you guys might be wondering how the dolphins actually learn their names. Are they named by the pod when they're older? But actually, dolphins are just like humans in that they are named by their moms. For example, if you see a new baby dolphin, you will actually hear the mom repeating its signature whistle, its name, to it over and over and over again for 3 straight days. And by the time that baby is 3 days old, it will actually already know its name. That fact right there is why a lot of people believe dolphins are actually smarter than humans, just because of that.
Yeah.
And also, I want you guys to really pay attention on the tour. For when you come, I know a lot of people are just watching them so excited, but not a lot of people really listen. So I want you to really focus on if you're hearing them interact with each other, because who knows, you might actually be hearing a baby dolphin say its name for the first time, which is an absolutely incredible experience. Alrighty guys, for those of you who don't live in the beautiful Hawaiian Islands and you still want to help dolphins, they're still your favorite animals and you want to make sure that they are safe and well protected in their wild environments, there is so much that you can do. It does not matter where you live. So I want you guys to know, number one cause of depopulation of these dolphins would be trash in our oceans. Dolphins can get caught up in fish nets. Sometimes they will be playing with plastic trash bags that will wrap around their necks. All kinds of things can happen because of human waste. So what I want you to do is go to your favorite outdoor area. It doesn't matter if it's in the middle of Kansas. Sometimes the wind can sweep up the trash from that area and bring it all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. That is very far for that trash to travel. And number one thing, guys, that I really want to put out there is that when you have balloons, and I used to do this too, either for celebrations you would let them go, or for in memorial of something you would let these balloons go, they have to deflate, and usually they end up deflating over the ocean. And when you see these balloons, they actually look a lot like a jellyfish. And so what a lot of times can happen is that's a sea turtle's favorite snack, and they'll end up eating those balloons, getting caught in their digestive system, and they end up asphyxiating or suffocating from that. So number one thing you could do is just be conscious of your plastic. Make sure that you clean up your favorite outdoor area. And number two is keep in mind where your balloons are going. Make sure that you dispose of them properly, never letting them out into the water.
For example, you can see in this clip that was taken at Electric Beach, one of our favorite snorkeling spots on the west side of the island, that we have found plastic bags which look dangerously like a jellyfish to a sea turtle, which is actually its favorite snack. We also saw a collector's urchin who was actually trying to camouflage himself with a band-aid. Don't worry, I took it away from him and we gave him a couple rocks to use for natural camouflage instead. Also, you can see us grabbing some fishing rope. These ropes and discarded nets can be very dangerous, especially to dolphins, because dolphins are mammals. That means they need to breathe air. And when dolphins get tangled, sometimes they can't make it to the surface and end up suffocating.
Animals from this video. If you did like it, if you did enjoy it, I want you to click like underneath this video, and also if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Every week one of the different photographers is going to be posting a video about their favorite thing that happened that week. For me, it was hearing the dolphins' names. Also, if you want to see what we're up to on a daily basis, feel free to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Dolphins and You. For our followers from Japan, we actually have a special social media all in Japanese at dolphinsandyou.jp. Also, if you guys want to see what I'm up to personally around the island, you can follow me on Instagram at Barefoot Mermaid. That's the @ symbol, BAREFOOT, period, mermaid, MERMAID. On there, I post my favorite photos that I've taken at work, all different kinds of ocean animals, hikes around the area, my favorite foods in Hawaii, as well as a ton of puppy pictures. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today. Thank you so much for following us, and aloha!
Aloha!